Welcome to this week's AMT Standard Bank Fresh Produce Overview. We're kicking off this year with our first episode packed with the latest market trends and insights. Wondering how the rain might impact prices? Curious why onion prices could climb while potato prices might drop in 2025? Plus, our latest price expectations for the months ahead. Don't miss a second of it. Stay tuned. Before diving into this week's Fresh Produce trends, let's take a quick look at the latest economic landscape shaping the markets. The rand has taken a hit over the past 2 weeks, weakening significantly to 18.56 against the US dollar. Meanwhile, the dollar is gaining momentum as markets await key statistics as expected soon. On the energy front, Brent crude oil prices climbed to $76.32 per barrel this week, driven by speculation that China might roll out new economic stimulus measures. Adding to the mix are forecasts of record low temperatures in Europe and in the US, which could boost oil demand, coupled with a continued decline in US oil reserves. Despite these factors, however, oil prices might remain under pressure over the coming year as higher supply and weaker demand, especially from China, could come into play. Now that we've covered the economic backdrop, let's dive into this week's Fresh Produce Overview, starting with vegetables. The average national potato price rose to 88.58 per 10 kg, marking a 4% increase compared to this time last year. Last week, however, large tomatoes traded on 109 rand, mediums on 87 and smalls at 52 rand per 10 kg. Variety-wise, Mondials climbed to 92 rand, while Saffros increased to 87 rand per 10 kg. These higher prices were primarily driven by lower sales during the holiday period, while demand remained elevated over this period. Looking ahead, prices are expected to dip over the next 2 weeks, which could rebound by mid-February. A key concern is excessive rain in the coming weeks, which could impact the quality on the markets and push prices down further. The average onion price dropped to 38.46 per 10 kg last week, now 6% lower than a year ago due to an 8% year-on-year increase in volumes. Brown onions declined to 40 rand, red onions to 50, while the latest white onion price traded on 38 rand per 10 kg. Large onions traded on 44, mediums on 40 and smalls on 33 rand per 10 kg. We seem to be at a turning point at the moment, with prices likely to improve towards late February. The lower prices seen in the recent months could lead to fewer onions being planted this year, possibly shifting more focus to potato production. This dynamic might drive onion prices higher and potato prices lower later in 2025. Tomato prices fell by 5% last week to an average of 9.86 per kilogram, now 10% lower than a year ago. Large tomatoes traded on 11.62, mediums at 9.93 and smalls on 8.57. Heavy rainfall in major production areas over the past 3 weeks has severely affected tomato quality, making planting also difficult. This could keep prices elevated in the months ahead. The market currently reflects a dual pricing structure, with lower quality tomatoes driving down the average price, while premium quality products with longer shelf life command higher prices. Other rain-affected crops like lettuce and cabbage are also under stress, with fields waterlogged in many regions. Carrot prices jumped by 10% last week, averaging on 6.32 rand per kilogram. Large carrots traded on 6.33 rand, mediums at 5.37 rand and smalls on 3.76 rand per kilogram. While prices are expected to remain relatively low throughout January, we are likely to see higher prices from February, peaking in April as demand rises and volumes shrink. The average pepper price declined by 9% to 20.03 rand per kilogram, though it remains a significant 44% higher than a year ago, with volumes up by 1% year on year. Green peppers traded lower on 13.99 rand, yellow peppers at 29.26 rand and red peppers on 31.04 rand per kilogram. Prices are expected to remain lower throughout January compared to December, with stabilization likely next month. However, the general trend points to prices staying closer to the R10 mark until June of this year, followed by a sharp increase between July and September. Cabbage prices saw an uptick, averaging on R3.52 per kilogram, while garlic prices declined to R45.02. Spinach prices also rose to R3.77. In contrast, however, sweet potato prices dropped to R4.98 per kilogram, now a significant 47% lower than a year ago. Pumpkin prices decreased to R2.37, butternuts climbed to R3.13, green beans surged to R23.04, and cucumbers also increasing to R12.76 per kilogram. For a deeper dive into these and other market insights, be sure to download our latest reports available for free at amtrends.co.za. Shifting focus to the fruit market, the average banana price declined to R8.86 per kilogram or R159 per 18 kilogram box and is now 23% lower than a year ago. We anticipate prices to stay on a lower level during January as supply pressures ease, but a slight recovery is possible in February and March of this year. Apple prices decreased to R12.66 per kilogram, while pear prices dropped to R17.90 per kilogram. Apple prices can remain on a higher level during January or for the remainder of this month, but expect pear prices to stay in a downward trend now or come more under pressure as volumes to the markets are likely to increase. Orange prices also climbed, averaging on R18.24 per kilogram and is likely to stay on a higher level until mid-February. On the other hand, avocado prices dropped another 14% to R25.85 per kilogram, though it remained 2% higher year on year. Variety-wise, Fuertes decreased to R43, Haas fell to R22 and Pinkertons traded on R18 per kilogram. Apple prices can start to trend downward from mid-January as well. The average grape price declined by 4% to R28.65 per kilogram, with the volumes rising 8% week on week. Compared to last year, we're seeing higher prices but also lower volumes on the markets. This downward trend is likely to continue until mid-February, with prices likely to stay closer to current levels. Pineapples traded lower on R14.80, lemons increased to R9.10, while blueberry prices traded 4% higher on R70.20 per kilogram. This video was proudly brought to you by Standard Bank. For more detailed market insights, visit our website at amtrends.co.za, where you can also download our latest reports for free. Don't forget to join our growing community on WhatsApp for exclusive updates. Just follow the link in the description to stay connected with the latest trends and insights. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe, and thank you for watching.